You look ghastly, Robert.
I haven't been sleeping. I broke my daughter. They keep changing math. We needed AA batteries, but I got AAAs, and now we still need AA batteries. Put one red thing in with a load of whites, and now everything's pink.
This is insane, you guys.
Yo, this is sexy, man.
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the PanelsOnPages.com podcast with your host, Lee Rodriguez.
At the end of the day, babies are terrible people, and I'm not sorry for saying it.
Jason Nyes.
Motherfucker, I won best costume!
Jose Guzman.
Yeah, I know nothing about Firestorm, except for his hat's always burning.
And Kelly Harris.
Boy, love, it appears we got a penis in the mail.
I glued my fucking eyes shut!
I just want to see all these Yelp reviews of Jose's jizz.
Oh, sorry, I knocked over the salt.
Like you had anything better to do.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? Today is Tuesday, June 26, 2018. The world is still a trash fire, and this is episode number 430 of the PanelsOnPages.com podcast. I'm your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and joining me tonight, we've got Mr. Jason Nyes.
One love.
Jose Guzman.
It's all a fucking theme park.
And Kelly Harris.
I ate a cookie during the intro.
Ooh,
Nice.
You know those like shitty frosted sugar cookies that you can get at every supermarket ever?
Yeah, not a fan.
Ah, see, I love those shitty things.
I don't like those. No,
I
you
fucking love
give me a sweet ass like grocery store bakery chocolate chip cookie, and I fucks with that. I'm down with that. But
I don't know why. I just have a soft spot in my heart for those shitty frosted sugar cookies.
Bakery white chocolate macadamia.
Ooh, that's good.
that sounds fucking fancy.
White chocolate macadamia is where it's at. No disrespect to chocolate chip, because chocolate chip is the OG.
Macadamia is a severely underrated nut.
Well, I mean, is it underrated?
I would say so.
No, it's like super. Well, it's expensive.
I know, but you never hear it brought up in the conversation.
Because macadamia awareness is not where it could be.
Don't you have to dig macadamia nuts out of like monkey poop? Isn't that the process?
Macadamia needs a better publicist.
Getting that mixed up with mushrooms.
Yeah, no, macadamia nuts just come off a tree.
No lie. There's a coffee that they dig out of monkey poop.
That's real.
Fuck out of here.
I will not.
That's ridiculous. So it's a mad world, people. We got coffee and poop. We got fucking nut trees.
Macadamia is a tremendous nut. All right, top 6 nuts.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to look at a list of nuts.
Number 1, bustin'.
All right, Lee wins. Lee wins. There's that segment.
You guys got any relatives that say the racist name for Brazil nuts?
Oh well, yeah.
Okay.
There's a racist name for Brazil nuts?
Oh,
okay,
Lee! You grew up in fucking Tennessee and you don't
know what it is, or you're utterly confused when people say that.
Like my family though is like super not racist. Like no one in my family.
I guess. Jose,
No, really.
Jose, do you know the name?
My dad's
Familiar to me.
It does not sound familiar. Yeah, I know it.
You know, maybe it's like an upper Midwest thing.
I'm just gonna say this: he has mellowed in his old age, and now he will just look at the Brazil nuts and make stupid faces, like, huh? What are these called? So yeah, Kelly, what are they called? But don't use the actual word.
It is a African American person's toe.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
Nope, not okay.
You grew up in Chicago, right? Initially.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it's just like a
Chicago
Wisconsin,
thing?
Illinois kind of thing.
I don't know. I thought it was just a racist thing.
That's what I thought. Too,
See,
but
I
now
thought that racism was just, it crosses state lines. It is just universal like that. Yeah. Yep.
It's fucked up. So, man, been a hell of a week. Hell of a week. Like I said, the world is still somehow not on fire yet. Do you think that this motherfucker just go up like a tinderbox at some point?
Well, literally, it's not literally on fire, but
not literally on fire, but it's. I think we're getting there. It's gonna be close. We're gonna be fucking full on Thunderdome in like 9 weeks. Fucking people. But yeah, the Rodriguez house not having the best of luck either this week, man. There's been a horrible stomach bug just ravaging the community apparently. Ugh. And my entire family has been just wrought with it, except me. Somehow managed to duck it, but that just means I've had to like take care of everyone, which
that sucks.
So did you really duck it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. I ducked it in as much as I wasn't sick, but I didn't duck it in as much as I had to wash a lot of fucking vomited up sheets, like because the Jax had it real bad. And then I thought it was okay, and then he got it back, and then Zoe got it, and like fucking Nicole went out of town, and she still had it. Like she was out of town with it. And meanwhile, I'm just like wondering what the hell I did to,
I'm invincible.
I might be a god. I don't know. It's hard to say. Who amongst us is not a god? I don't know. But I know if someone asks you, an interdimensional being asks you if you are a god, you always say yes.
Always.
But yeah, so that was not fun. And just fucking work is killing me. I had this list of shit, right? And I'm like, all right, this is the shit I got to do before vacation. I'm gonna fucking pound this list. It's gonna be awesome, and I'm just knocking shit off this list like a goddamn champion. And then today, oh god, today they're like, okay, here's all this shit, and this has to be done by Monday, and I'm just like, no. Like, I mean, I'm gonna try, but don't bet the kids' college money this is getting done by Monday, because it's not gonna happen. Not gonna fucking happen. But looks like I might be traveling for work, heading out to San Diego in the next couple months for a little while. It'd be kind of fun.
Nice.
Get out for a little bit, maybe. And hop out and see Zero for a little bit. I'm sure out there. Be good times. Not sure when yet.
Did you guys hang the last time you went to San Diego?
Yeah, first time I met him in real life. Yeah, I went out there and spent the evening together. It was fun. Good times. It's like, oh, cool. So your place looks like what my place would look like if I were single. So this is what all this looks like, unchecked. I got it. Cool. Nice. No judgment, because that's fucking legit. Like 100% what my place would look like. So it's good times. But fucking, offset with a little retail therapy. I talked last week about getting the little mini Dragon Zord model, and so sold a couple things, got a little extra scratch, and bought up the Dragon Zord model kit and built that thing, and had totally planned on like taking a couple days because like, they're not huge, but you gotta cut all the pieces out. Like it's fucking work. You gotta cut them out and cut smooth out the edges and whatnot. Like it's just not something I want to spend like hours and hours and hours doing. But then I have a fucking son. My son, don't know where he gets his lack of patience from. Could be anyone. I'm gonna blame Nicole on this one. He's into this little sweet ass Megazord, and the dragon comes in. It's like, oh, cool. So you're gonna build Tommy's dragon? I go, yeah. And kind of,
And he says, "Let's fucking go. Let's do this."
He's like, "Let's do it. Let's go." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna do it tonight when you go to bed." He goes,
"What?
No, you build it now." And I'm like, I mean, I guess, but like, what are you gonna do? Because this is a solitary thing. And he's like, "I'm gonna sit right here." He just fucking parks his ass at the table where the tab was like, "Let's go, build, fucking monkey." And I'm like, okay.
I'm gonna supervise.
And so like, I put together like the head unit, like the first kind of big chunk. I'm like, all right, I'll finish the rest later. He's like, "No, finish now. You go now." As I spent like fucking 3 hours on this goddamn dragon. And you know what? He was right.
Yeah,
he was
worth
right,
it
because it's fucking cool looking.
I guess I missed it when you were talking about the Megazord last week. I did not realize that they combined.
Yeah, it's really rad.
You
man.
say
like,
model kit, and I'm thinking just a model. But no, this is a working fucking Megazord.
And like it cheats a couple of places. Like the T-Rex head is not on a hinge, so when you make the Megazord, you have to like plop it off and put it in the chest.
Right.
And like the shield part for the Dragonzord Megazord part isn't on a hinge either. You take those pieces off, put them in there. But like, it's just so small, you kind of have to do it that way. Which I've got no beef with that. It's totally fine. But it's pretty fucking rad. Like it's they're good times. They're a little expensive. Like I don't know why they're so expensive, because they're about maybe, I don't know, 5-ish inches tall, which it's fine. But they cost as much, if not more, than like a master grade Gundam kit. And those things are, huge, 8 inches tall with just, tons of pieces and super intricate. Like I don't know. I can't justify why they're so expensive. I'm not saying they're not worth it, but they're definitely, I don't regret anything, but they're a little pricey. And I'm damn sure I get into Titanicus. That fucker's like $150.
I saw Zero on Facebook calling out whoever makes those. Like, what the fuck is this?
Bullshit, man. I did not realize this. But like this by coincidence, as I'm building the dragon, he's building that. He got that in the mail, and he opened the box and pulled out like a fucking fully assembled body. That's horse shit for the kind of money you pay for those things. Like, you want to at least build the goddamn thing.
At least break it into 2 pieces.
Anything, yeah. Like, it reminds me, I one time got as a gift, someone gave me a framed puzzle.
Why?
As if to say, don't worry, I had all the fun for you.
I gotcha.
Like, here's this. Like, thanks? Okay.
Why would you ever do that?
What
was
unclear? What was the puzzle of?
It was in the shape of the bat symbol, the Batman symbol. And it was like various old school covers. Kind of thing probably would have been fun to build. But instead, it's got like a frame puzzle. Like, hey, here, we'll hang this up on the wall. I'm like, all right. Like, were that me, I would have given someone a puzzle and a frame.
Like, why couldn't you have just found a print of that and then framed that?
Yeah, the whole thing is fucking weird. Although, like, I don't know. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't know, but whatever. It's fine. But yeah, and then got myself a couple Transformers, cheated Target, and got the Leader Class Megatron from the last movie for the price of the Voyager Class figure, because, whatever, fuck them. It's just really cool. Fuck those movies, but some of the toys are rad, you guys. Can't lie. Some of them are cool.
Well, I mean, no matter how shitty those movies are, those designs are now somewhat iconic. They're not the most iconic, but
right.
Like, they've got the walk-around characters at Universal Studios, so
yeah.
That walk-around Megatron is dope.
But this is the one from the last movie, so it's the one that looks like a knight, the weird, crazy knight one.
Oh, remember, you were the only one of us that saw that piece of shit. So.
Yeah, that's fine. You guys,
I mean, he still looks like Megatron.
Which Transformer did Anthony Hopkins play?
Fuck Anthony Hopkins in the movies. And then I bought that fucking Studio Series Grimlock, man, because it's fucking pretty. Like, it looks so badass. Like, it makes me mad all over again the shitty one they put out for the last one.
Studio Cities Grimlock, huh?
Studio Series Grimlock.
Series. Gotcha.
Yeah, Google that shit. It's amazing. Looks so awesome. Like, he looks like he's supposed to look. They put like this amazing like paint job on it. And the engineering is done by the Takara team that does a lot of the Masterpiece designs. So it's unlike the other toys in a lot of ways. So it's like, fuck it.
He should never be out of T-Rex mode.
The T-Rex mode is so badass. Like, it's great. It's one of those where it's like, I know I'd regret not getting it. I saw it, and I'm like, okay, if I don't get this, I'm gonna regret it someday. So I'll bite the bullet on it. But yeah, would definitely recommend. And then, fuck man, just ready for vacation. So ready for vacation.
Yeah, I kind of, it's kind of like senior spring. Like
Yeah.
I gave up like 3 weeks ago. Let's fucking let's go.
I would fucking love to give up, man. I've been trying to give up. Damn, people at my job won't let me. It's like, no. I need more. Everyone wants a fucking piece of me, Nas.
I understand that.
Damn right. Fucking hard out there for a pimp. Ridiculous.
Oh, by the way, I did rank my top 6 nuts. I did not put Bustin' on there though.
See? You fucked it up. It's number one always. Number one with a fucking bullet.
Sure.
Listen to the nuts. And then, last thing real quick, man. Kelly will appreciate it. I've been fucking... My Hero Academia has become part of our bedtime routine with Jax. He fucking loves it.
Oh man, that's perfect for a kid his age too.
My Hero,
so good.
My Hero Macadamia is my number 4 nut.
Ooh, that's a solid nut.
Okay. We just got through the part where the kids fight the hero killer in season 2.
That was a good fight.
It's a good fucking show, dude. Like, it's one of those things where they like, it's not about good guys fighting bad guys. They don't really fight a lot of villains. Like,
no.
it's very character driven, and just this and that. Like, it's just good. Like, it's just solid. Like, there's no flaws to it.
It's about being a hero.
Yeah.
And being a hero isn't always fighting the bad guys.
And I even like the hero killer's whole gimmick about, like, you know, his whole thing is about, they throw around the term too fucking loosey goosey. I'm saying, like, not any motherfucker can be a hero. So he's taking out the posers, and like when he runs into Midori, he's like, no, kid, you cool. I'm not gonna kill. I'm not even gonna fucking. No, we're good. You're fine. You've earned it. It's like, wow, that's kind of neat. Like, everything about it is dope as fuck. It's a very great show.
I've said it before. It's the best piece of superhero media going.
It's really damn good. It's really, really good. And then the kids both like it. Jax loves it. And we had I think it was Friday. He was home sick from daycare, and I was hanging out with him while I was working. And he pulled he was coloring, drawing pictures, and he pulled a marker out of this box and like drew and colored his whole hand to like bright ass red. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? He goes, I got all my powers. Like, all right, man, sure, you got all my powers. Fuck it. It's all good. And so he was running around flying and punching things all day long.
Oh, that's awesome.
Kid tried to... we were at Mom's house for a minute. Last thing I'll say about it. We were at Mom's house Sunday, and the kids are running around chasing fireflies, trying to catch fireflies. And, Jack's trying to catch fireflies. They're always like, oh, don't let firefly touch me. And I'm like, out of your fucking mind. It's a firefly. And get over yourself, kid. And, you know, he goes full Lenny on a few fireflies. Full on, just I got one. Oh, you sure do, buddy. Look over here. Don't tell him about the firefly. You know?
This one stopped blinking, Dad.
Yeah, it's fine. But then suddenly, and without provocation, the mood changes, and he goes, "Okay, now I'm gonna fight them." And he punch fireflies out of the air.
That's kind of cool.
All right, now I'm gonna fight them. Okay, fine. Go fight the fireflies, you fucking weirdo. So that's all I got, man. Just stressed the fuck out, ready to get out of here. Ugh. Somebody at work was like, "Where are you going on vacation?" I go, "New Hampshire." She's like, "That sounds exciting." Her. I'm like, No, it doesn't. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. What you got going on, Nice?
I've been thinking about doing so little in New Hampshire. I've been thinking about going for a nightly walk.
You know what? Me too, actually.
Fuck it. Let's go for walks, Lee.
Go for some fucking walks, dog.
As
Go
the
walk.
That sounds lovely.
As the sun sets, let's punch lightning bugs.
I like it. We'll go fight them.
Like you did last week, Lee. This week, me and Mary went and saw Incredibles 2, which we will talk Pixar movies a little bit later, but...
That's why that came out. Okay, cool. I got you. All right.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
and, you know, the original Incredibles might be near the top of my top 6 Pixar movies, so cool to see the sequel. I don't know if it was the theater, if it was the seats, if I was tired, but there are some slow parts, so my eyes were definitely closing a little bit in some of the parts of the movie. But overall, dug it. I didn't jizz popcorn everywhere like that New Yorker review suggested I would.
Gross, man.
All of the Jack stuff is the best stuff. And Jack and Edna babysitting Jack is great. Great stuff. So yeah, and then our Disney annual passes, we got the Silver Pass, which is you can't go during peak times, which is spring break, summertime, Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, shit like that. So our passes were supposed to be up at the beginning of June, the first week of June. But for some reason, Disney was like, hey, y'all are cool and all, so we're going to give you another month. So they gave us all of June. So we've been like, free Disney! We have to go! We have to steal every last red cent we can from them while they're giving us free access. So, man.
Fuck yeah, dude.
The other night, Magic Kingdom was open until midnight. So we said, check this out. Fuck going when it's light out and when it's hot. Hottest. Let's head out there about 9 o'clock.
Ooh.
We got some fast passes, and we just run shit until midnight. And, man... We ran that theme park. We're riding in on the ferry as the fireworks are starting. As the fireworks are going on, we book it over to Tomorrowland and jump on the People Mover. So we're watching fireworks as we're riding the People Mover around Tomorrowland. So that was dope.
That is fucking genius.
Yes. And it was just by chance that it happened because we wanted to ride that. That's one of our favorites. So we hit it up and... the fireworks are going on, and it's awesome. We had fast passes for Peter Pan, 9:10, Big Thunder, 10:10, Splash Mountain, 11:10. So we hit up Peter Pan, which might have been one of the longest fast pass lines we've ever stood in.
I don't get it, man. I don't understand.
Love Peter Pan.
It was also right after the fireworks, so probably a bunch of people were rushing to get their fast passes, so... But it is a great ride. It's just short, and the amount of time you have to wait for such a short ride is discouraging. I understand where Lee's coming from, but I also agree with Jose that it's a dope-ass ride.
It's just, is it still the same?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a dark ride. You get in a pirate ship, and you fucking fly over all the scenes in the movie.
Yeah, it's still the same. It's the shit.
All right.
And then
that was the one thing when we all went many moons ago. The one thing when it was over, I'm like, wait, that's be fucking waiting in line that long for? Okay.
Those are the days.
They have a lot of rides like that at Disney, but that was the one that I'm like, cause I think it's got to be like the oldest one.
It's one of the few opening day attractions I think that still exists.
Yeah, and I can't. It's got that kind of old school flair to it. So I'm like, okay, all right, I guess. Fucking.
I agree.
Perfect sense.
I agree with you. It's weird that it is almost always one of the longest lines you have to wait in. Like, we're just sliding by, even though the Fast Pass line was long, we're sliding by, and we're seeing people that were standing in line for 90 minutes just looking mad.
I love Peter Pan, but fuck 2 hours.
Yeah, fuck waiting in line for 2 hours for anything. Like, we've only ever ridden the Frozen ride on Fast Pass, and we walk past these people that have been in line for 2, 3, 4 hours. It's not worth it. Like, 4
hours is like half your fucking day.
Yeah, you're better off getting an extra day at the park and getting a Fast Pass for it.
You're better off just killing yourself. No, I'm not waiting that long for anything.
So we rock Peter Pan.
You giving handies out of that fucking ride? Like,
no. We see that the Little Mermaid ride is 5 minutes. We book it over there. Ride the shit out of that ride. Fucking
that's
love
a cool
that
ride. Solid ride.
Yeah, well, same basic concept as Peter Pan, but it's about 10 times as long.
And, a million times newer with amazing technology.
Right, yeah. That whole under the sea sequence is amazing. I
see something new every time I look at it.
Yeah.
Every time I go.
Get out of Little Mermaid, book it over to Big Thunder Mountain for our Fast Pass. That fucking rocks. We were like the second from the last car, so it was fast, and the sun has gone down, so it's dark out. They got all the purple lights up. It's fucking awesome. Head over to Splash Mountain. Splash Mountain is probably my favorite ride in all of Disney, and we hadn't ridden it since we got our passes, so loved getting on that. Love that fucking ride. So much Brer Bear ass throughout the whole thing. He just loves to hang it out there. And then, it's getting to be 11:30, 11:45, so we start making our way out, and we're like, okay, well, let's check Pirates, see what's up with Pirates. If it's a short enough line, we'll hop on. And we walked right on.
That's all the fucking hits, dog. Look at you go.
By the time we got out of Pirates, it was midnight. They were announcing everybody get the fuck out, so we just rolled out. Oh, yeah, we hit that thing hard. I was soaking fucking wet at the end of the night. And not just because our log almost capsized on Splash Mountain. So yeah, and we're too busy this week, and next week we're out of town. So that was our last hurrah Disney trip until I think September. Our passes are good again. And then last thing, we did NXT on Thursday night. Thankfully, I originally thought it was Wednesday. Thankfully, my wife double-checked that because I was about to head up there on a Wednesday for a show that was on a Thursday, which would be the opposite of the Dave Chappelle situation we had way back in the day. Did we ever tell that story?
Oh, Dave Chappelle.
Bought tickets for us to see Dave Chappelle. This had to be 2004, 2005. For four of us, and just forgot, I guess, wrote down the wrong date in my schedule or whatever. So we roll up to the UCF Arena the day that we think the show's supposed to be, and it's a ghost town.
Empty ghost town, nobody around. Get to the fucking arena.
Aww.
Get in there, and you couldn't have wrote it better. Just one janitor sweeping the floor. Hey, man, where's Dave Chappelle? Dave Chappelle was last week.
Aww.
It was great.
Yeah, it was great.
I mean, minus being able to see it, it was great.
We eventually got to see Dave Chappelle, so. But, yeah, we hit up NXT on Thursday night. Packed fucking house, hot crowd, because this is the first Full Sail tapings after this last takeover. So, they're kind of wrapping up storylines, starting new storylines up. They also had the UK tournament that they shot the week before. We could barely get a seat, but we ended up sitting next to Lacey Evans' husband and daughter again. Did I tell this story last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, every time she wrestles, they're just booing the other person. At one point, Lacey Evans was wrestling Candice LeRae, who is just adorable, and she comes out, and the little girl says to her daddy, she goes, "Candice is gonna die."
Oh God,
Jesus Christ!
But they're nice people. She's into the show.
I like it.
But it's kind of weird to think because she plays a heel. She plays kind of an asshole. She's a ex Marine, but she has this almost like a Peggy Carter gimmick. Like USO, fucking Star Spangled Man type gimmick.
Okay.
With the Betty Page haircut and whatever. But then she just comes out and she's an asshole and she beats the fuck out of people. And her daughter's just like, yeah! Mommy's the best!
It'd be so much better if she was like, "Why are you doing that, Mommy?"
Well, yeah, because
you said you wouldn't hit anyone again.
I'm not sure if she knows whether or not it's real. But then also, I'm not sure if she knows whether or not her mom being the bad guy is real or not. Or she's just cool with her mom being a bad guy. I don't know.
I think you'd probably just be cool with your mom being a bad guy at that age.
Yeah. A bunch of great matches. Hot crowd. There was a tag team championship match between the Undisputed Era and Mustache Mountain. And this dude on Mustache Mountain, Tyler Bate, he was the first UK champ. This kid is, 20 years old? 21 years old?
Yeah, I think he's 21 now.
He takes the two members of Undisputed Era, has one over his shoulders, starts doing an airplane spin, and then gets the other one in the airplane spin where you're laying down, And Airplane spins both of them at the same time.
Jesus Christ.
Holy fucking shit, you guys. So, next few weeks of NXT, there's some good shit coming out, so keep an eye out for that. And then they announced the Mae Young Classic is coming back in August, and they've put tickets on sale that night after the NXT show, so we grabbed up a few pairs of those.
Nice.
Talking about wrestling, I caught the first couple episodes of new season Lucha Underground. Watch that. Kind of
Nice.
caught up on that a little bit. And, like the new ring, not a fan.
I don't like the ring ropes.
The ring ropes are awful. That's the thing. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't fit the vibe of the show. It doesn't make any kind of visually. It's not great. Like they went from having they're all black or all red.
I want to say they were black.
All black, yeah, all black. So now the top and bottom ropes are bright ass blue, and the middle one is yellow.
Oh, Jack Swagger's ass is on that?
Yep.
Yeah, I forwarded through that match.
Yeah, Jack Swagger's on it.
Nicole's favorite, Jack Swagger.
She hates him so fucking much. But the crowd was super hot to see him, which is weird. They called him something Smash. What is his name? Something
Smash.
I don't know.
Wasn't it like Jake Strong or something?
That was it. Strong. Yeah, Jake Strong. That was it. You know, JS and shit, I guess. But I love or hate, not sure. They killed Dario Cueto in the finale of the last season. It's like, oh, that sucks. I like that guy. But the guy who played Dario Cueto is still in the show, playing Dario Cueto's father.
Is he all old manned out?
Yeah. He's got like his crazy wig and like a contact makes one of his eyes look dead, and he walks with a cane and shit.
He looks like when they pulled Saddam out of the hole.
yeah. That's it. That's exactly the fuck it looks like. And that's either amazing or terrible.
I love it.
Maybe a little of both, because he just, it's so obviously him that I kind of love it.
It's so obvious that it can't be him, because like it would be too obvious if he just pulls the wig off and it's me. It's like no. There's just a strong family resemblance.
Yeah, because like he went to his funeral.
Jesus.
And I feel like
it's wrestling though, so you kind of got to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's been worse shit. Tori Wilson's dad died in wrestling.
That was awesome.
But yeah, then I felt like the fucking
Vince McMahon's limo blew up.
Man, if Chris Benoit hadn't gone in Chris Benoit's family, we would have known what happened.
Right.
That's right.
Chris Benoit, his family.
What happened to that scenario, Kelly?
Oh, it was a double murder suicide.
It sounded to me like he pulled the phone away from his mouth so he could get better acoustics.
And the fucking Aztec Warfare match from the season premiere was just edited like shit.
Yeah, their editing went fucking downhill this year real bad.
Was that the one Joey Ryan was in?
Yeah, for sure.
That gif of him pouring the baby oil all over himself was hypnotizing.
Yeah. Yeah. I still like it. It's still Lucha. It's great. But also there was a dude in the Aztec Warfare match whose name was Mr. Pectacular. And I kind of good on you, Mr. Pectacular.
I know that name.
I never heard it before, but I thought it was an amazing.
Yeah, I've never heard of him.
He was in Impact.
Okay.
I think
really?
he used to be Jesse Goddard's. I think he used to be a fucking reality show dude.
Oh yeah. Okay, I know who that is now.
Big Brother. He was on Big Brother, and he was one of the Bromans with Robbie E in Impact.
Yeah, I want to say he was one of those dudes that was trained by the Dudleys.
Yes,
I choose to believe you.
Yes,
Before or after he got into an argument with his wife at Lowe's?
probably after.
That's a real specific, Jose. What do you got going on, Kelly?
Nothing. I've been pretty much filling all of my free time with Yakuza.
You fucking joined the Yakuza?
I did.
We're gonna see
Goddamn, I
Kelly
love
with
that.
those sweet sleeve tats.
I'll get a sweet
Yeah.
back tattoo of a dragon.
Yes.
And when you wrap up the Yakuza games, you should check out Sleeping Dogs.
Oh, I won't be doing that for a while.
Oh yeah, I know they're pretty dense games, as is Sleeping Dogs.
Okay.
But yeah, they're in a similar ilk.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the cutscene to end Chapter 6 of Yakuza 0 might be the best animated film I've ever seen.
Goddamn.
The animation was, really cool and just so well written and dramatic and just like a punch in the gut when certain things happen. Like it's genuinely incredible from a storytelling point of view.
Goddamn. All right.
Yeah, no, that game is awesome.
I think I have it.
And then you can just go around and do wacky shit outside of the main story. Like yesterday, I bought a porn magazine for a child because
Market Mahoney.
Yeah, I found this child wandering around, and I was like, "Hey, kid, this isn't safe. What are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, I came to get something out of a special vending machine that looks really cool." And he's like, "Could you help me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll help you out. You came far and you saved your money. I'll help you out." And then he takes you to the vending machine, and you see it's a porn magazine vending machine. And he's like, "Oh,
choice. Got a dilemma."
yeah." And you're like, "Dude," you pretty much tell him like, "Dude, I can't buy you that." And he goes, and he starts talking about how he's like, "Oh man, all the adults always lie to me." And then your character just says, "Well, I hated being lied to by adults when I was his age." It's like, "All right, kid, I'll get you the magazine." So then it turns into like this quick stealth mini game where you have to like find your way into the alley without being noticed by all the various women that are in the street, including your secretary. I'll get to why you have a secretary in a bit. But so you have to like maneuver your way without being seen into the alley, and then you can buy porn for your new child friend. And you give him the porn and you tell him, "Don't you open this until you're by yourself at home, and don't hide it under your bed because it's not as good of a hiding spot as you'd think it'd be."
That's fucking funny.
All true
So you have a secretary because at some point you are brought into the real estate business. And I've been buying up parts of the section of Tokyo that the game takes place in because I'm fighting the 5 billionaires who are trying to carve up the whole city for themselves, and I'm trying to take out the Leisure King currently.
Makes sense.
So I currently own 39% of his district.
Leisure King sounds like he owns a mattress store.
So every now and then you have to go back to your office, you go collect your payments and stuff, you go, send out your managers and your security to the various areas. You have to sometimes go and fight various goons sent by the other 5 billionaires. You got to manage your properties.
You got fucking
So,
goons.
it's you got to make a good living sometimes.
It's very important.
It is. Trying to think what other wacky shit I got up to in this game. Because, boy howdy, there's
Other
a lot
than
of wacky shit.
contributing to a minor, creating a porn problem.
Oh, I had to stop a high school girl from selling her underpants to men.
God.
Did you just swat him out of her hand? No!
Because
Bad.
what happens is you see a couple arguing, and so you're like, "Oh man, that seemed rough." So you go over to the dude who his girl left him, and you're like, "Man, what happened? That seems like a bad time." And he goes, "Oh, man, my girlfriend. She always wants to go out and like buy stuff." And I was like, "Where'd you get all this money?" And he looked in her purse, and she had like 200,000 yen. So he assumes she's selling her body, but it turns out you find her and she's just selling her underpants.
Well, that's the lighter way that story could have ended, I guess.
Yeah, you discover that when you go up to the girl and she's like, "All right, top or bottom," and you're like, no.
Which one's pitching?
So then you just go, it makes you choose your top or bottom. And you just go, I selected top because I'm like, oh no. So then eventually it turns out that she is being forced to sell her underpants by another girl in her high school who is like running this ring
What the
of people.
fuck is this game?
It's Japanese life simulator is what it is. So you have to go find the girl that's making them sell all their underpants, and you go up to her and try and get her to stop, and she's like, yeah, old man, why don't you go fucking take a hike? So then you walk away trying to figure out something to do. And then a crazy person tries to attack that girl with a knife because he'd been buying up her underpants, and he wants her underpants forever. So then you beat up that guy. And then she's like, you know what? Maybe this is dangerous, and dissolves the whole ring.
But not before Kelly bought 19 pairs of underwear.
Yep. Yesterday I watched a sexy movie with another dude. That was
wow.
Because he was... You go into the porn theater.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. And there's like... The guy who runs it is arguing with another dude, and he's like, come on, I just want to watch the video. And the guy's like, no, you come in here every day and watch the same video, and no one else can watch it then. So then your character's like, oh man, it must be really good if you watch it every day. And he's like, yeah, why don't we watch it together? And you're like, wait, what?
High five!
Yeah, and you're like, well, I do want to see it, and this guy's going to be weird. So then you watch it with him. And it's just like the weird moment of like you can see him. You're in the seat in front of the TV, and he's just like lurking behind you watching. So then you get out, and you're like, yeah, she was cute, I guess. And he's like, yeah, man. Turns out she lives in this city. I just want to meet her.
Oh, so then you have to stop.
And he's
this
like,
guy.
if you ever see her around town, just let me know. And you're like, all right, buddy.
All right, I'm gonna let her know that she needs to move.
Well, then you eventually do run into the girl.
Of course.
Yeah, and you go back to the dude and like, hey, she's
What kind
over
of
here.
suck-ass payoff would that be if you didn't? Of course.
Yeah. You go tell the guy, hey, she's over at this Korean barbecue restaurant.
Oh, now you're an accessory.
Yep. Well, then you go over there and find out that like she's talking to the guy, and she's like, dude, I don't know. I've never been in a video. People keep thinking I'm someone that's been in a video. It's not me. And then like two dudes.
All say.
Two dudes walk up, and they're just like, hey, baby, why don't we go to a hotel? And they try and drag her away. So then you have to fight those guys with your new friend. And
so I'm looking. Looks like I've got By the way, searching your library online for PlayStation is fucking hard and not fun to do. Get on a better search function, PlayStation. But I got Yakuza 4 and 5 on PS3.
Okay. Those are eventually getting remasters that'll come out on the PS4.
Well, they were free, so I'm just going to keep the free ones.
Yeah. I don't know how those are quality-wise, but I've heard they're all worth playing.
A kid's born. Woo-wee.
Yeah.
But they like
but inevitably, you do find this guy in the alley outside of your real estate business because characters you've talked to in the past, you can show up and you can hire them to be managers or security. And the dude just goes, man, I really wanted to find you again after we shared such an intimate moment.
Oh.
And your character's like, don't ever say it like that.
No. No, that is patently unwholesome.
But if you got PS4 and a whole lot of hours to throw into a Japanese life simulator, I highly recommend Yakuza 0. Because in between brilliant storytelling, you get a whole lot of wacky shit.
That does sound particularly wacky.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of fun.
So then the chick that everybody thought was in a porno movie, then there were the guys that came up and wanted to go to the motel, and they tried to take her, and you and your buddy who watched the porn video with then fight these guys to save her?
Yeah, you fight those guys because initially you're kind of just watching, and then the dude steps in.
No, I was more concerned about your new friend that you just watched porn with. Like, you've bonded, and now you're just beating
he was gonna
ass.
get his ass kicked, so you're like, you know what? I'll step in here and stop this. So at the end, the girl goes, the guy's like, oh man, even though you're not her, I like you for who you are. Can we go out? And she's like, no, I fell in love with another person, and then stares at you, and that's just how the chapter ends. As your character's like, huh? And then walks away.
Bye. It's crazy stuff, man.
Glad you're enjoying it, Kelly.
I'm like 19 hours in, I think.
You think
Christ.
there's some little kid in Japan that plays
Waiting for me to buy them porn?
No, that plays a Kelly life simulator?
Oh man, I hope so.
And
it's just neat. It's just like a weird thing that they have to go through to then play Yakuza
Yes.
Zero.
Yakuza
We're
Zero.
Asian, like, and then I played Kelly, and it was free comic book day, and I went in there, and I
How do you get a shot and passed out?
There might be something fun in that, because the other day at work, a Hispanic man came into the shop waving a wheel over his head, trying to see if I'd want to buy it.
Hey, you white boy, you need a wheel.
I also created
like
fire.
I do have enough wacky shit to have a game. Oh, another good moment of wacky shit in my life. This was more of a Curb Your Enthusiasm moment. So I was at my dad had a doctor appointment, so I went with him. And I was in the waiting area, and it's just me on one end of the waiting area, and on the other, in front of the door and the secretary place, about a good 20 feet away from me, there's an older woman in a wheelchair and her helper or whatever. And the woman in the wheelchair, it's kind of hunched over when we first walk past. Eventually, I'm just sitting reading my book, and all of a sudden I just hear, "Help me. Help me. Help me." And I'm like, oh no. And I look, and the woman is fully folded in half, with her head between her knees. Just going, "Help me. Help me." And her helper is just sitting there doing nothing.
I'm on break.
Yeah, so I'm watching this, and then what happens, the first thought to come through my head is, if she dies and I don't do anything, am I an accessory to negligent homicide?
What the fuck?
Sam was out, man.
So then eventually, after a little while of yes, exactly. A nurse comes by and helps the woman up, and she's, "Oh, do you need help?" And the woman's like, "Yeah." So then they get her seated up and put a pillow on her lap, and the nurse or whoever she was walks away. Within a good 2 minutes, the woman is folded in half again. So that's why her helper wasn't doing anything, because she's just like, this shit happens every day. All the time. But that's not my most Curb Your Enthusiasm moment I've ever had. Have I ever told you guys about the blind guy in the Doors?
No.
Sounds
Okay.
Doors, like real doors, or the band?
Yes. So, back when I was in college, I was waiting for someone, and I was in, how in buildings, get the first series of glass doors, then there's a little waiting area or whatever, and then there's the other doors.
Vestibule, I
Yeah.
think they call it.
yeah.
Yeah. So I was in that thing. And I wasn't really paying attention. So there was this guy on campus. Everyone knows him as Blind Greg. Blind Greg, he's not even a student. He just hangs around campus and hosts a radio show. So I was on my phone. I wasn't paying attention. Blind Greg walked up.
Weren't you on a radio show with a dude named Greg?
Different Greg. But I did know Blind Greg because of the radio stuff. So Greg comes through the first set of doors. I didn't want him to think that I was a dick that didn't open up the doors for him, because I just wasn't paying attention. So I just stood perfectly still and didn't breathe as he walked past me to get to the second set of doors.
Oh.
Because then I really didn't hold the door open for him, and he never knew I was there.
Jesus. God.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so that's the most Curb Your Enthusiasm moment I've ever had in my life.
So I'm at a Target, and I'm walking around looking for something at Target. Walk up to this chick, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm looking for the whatever the fuck." and she just keeps on trucking. I'm like
WrestleMania Access volunteer.
I'm like, okay. And so, I go talk to Nicole. I'm like, yeah, I can't. This chick just fucking just ghosted me. So I ask again. I go, hey, excuse me, I need where's this thing? And just nothing. Nothing. And I'm like, the fuck? You fucking deaf?
Oh, no.
And she turns around and she's wearing a card around her neck that says something to the effect of, please bear with me. Yeah, I'm deaf.
Yes, I am fucking deaf.
And she full on gave me the, can I help you? And I'm like, no, thank you, I'm good.
Oh, my God.
Run away. And Nicole's
I
like,
have wronged you in a way you'll never know.
like, you didn't. They go, I did. I didn't know. It's okay. Real life's tough, guys. Real life's tough.
I thought the story was going to end like my experience I had at Target this past weekend. There was some lady where everywhere we tried to go, she was just in our fucking way, and it was driving me nuts. And she was wearing a red shirt, and I was like, as we finally get away from her, I'm like, this fucking dummy. What kind of dummy goes to Target wearing a red shirt? As we reach the end of an aisle, a man passes wearing a red hoodie, and he goes, yep, I'm a dummy. Yeah, I should have known better than wear a red shirt to Target,
That's funny. That's funny. What's up, Jose?
My favorite nut is
Oh my God! Fucking an hour later.
Hey, patient on that one. Waited that one out. Just got back from Vegas.
What'd you think?
Well, I've been before. Here's the thing. When you worked at a theme park for over 10 years, you're done with anything theme park. And to me, it's a city of theme parks. Now, if I get like $5,000, I'm ready to fucking blow. Vegas is cool. It was hot. 113.
Dry heat, though.
Yeah. Say what you want. I mean, it's cool if that's what you're going to do and you're ready to spend a shitload of money and that's what you have planned to do. It's cool. But I'm going back in July.
Like you could do Vegas and have fun really cheap.
No, you can, but I'm working, so what I was saying was I'm going back in July, but July the lady's coming out with me. So
Nice.
I also wasn't trying to go do Vegas because I knew I was coming back in July.
I'm with you.
To go blow a bunch of money and then go blow a bunch of money again. So after July store would be better. But I will tell you what, the prices are more there. You get my drift. God damn. Makes me want to go back to Cali.
Did you get any of them cool trading cards with Kate's mom on them?
No. Expensive. Price of cards there are high. Well, they know because you're buy a big gulp on the way to Disney and then buy a big gulp at Disney.
Well, I mean, you can't buy a big gulp at Disney.
Well, go buy the same amount of fucking soda. Tell me how much you spent.
It's true. It's true. As we were leaving Magic Kingdom, we stopped at the little speedway right off of the Magic Kingdom property, and we got 2 Gatorades and 2 vitamin waters for like $5 total, whereas it would have been $5 for one of those in the park.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, for sure.
But we're gonna do Love on while we're there.
Have you seen the Michael Jackson show?
No, I have not seen it. I want to see it.
If you like the Beatles, cool, man. But I
did a Michael Jackson video in Yakuza 2. I helped Miracle Jackson film his new video that was being filmed by Steven Spinning.
Oh my.
I had to fight zombies because he told the actors to actually attack him during the video.
Makes sense. Makes sense to me.
I did find out, though, there is a Las Vegas sock market.
Oh.
You know, those socks you kept sending me? Nice.
Oh, I thought you said stock market.
Oh. The sock market. Those,
Yeah.
What is socks? SOX?
Okay.
But I don't. It's just fucking all of them. It's just everything. It's a big sock market, so I will be going there in July.
That Michael Jackson
More to
one
report.
show is probably the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah. Well, we're both going in early. She's doing the first couple of days where her friends, or her sister and her friends getting married. So it's like a bachelorette party. So we're splitting off for that, and then we're meeting back up. So all the girls wanted to do the Beatles one, so the Beatles is what we're doing. Next year, gonna do Michael. Next year, probably do a couple shows. But fucking, it's hot. 113, dry or not, ain't no joke.
Nope.
Yeah, and what's this bullshit? It's gonna be 90 in New Hampshire.
I can't even talk about it.
Dry heat.
It is.
But so today I got home, left at flight out of there at 8:40, got home at 4:20.
Blaze.
Like the dry heat thing, it is true. It is better because it's you walk outside this time of year around here, and it's like walking into a fucking dog's mouth.
I don't
No,
go.
it sucks. But today I was starting to get the real bloody boogers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I felt I was close to a if I was there 3 days longer, I probably would have had a nosebleed.
Remember when you blew some of your brain into that sink and they called the ambulance?
Oh, nosebleeds ain't no joke, son.
I was so concerned for you.
I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
None of us did, my sweet boy. None of us.
Yeah, and then the ambulance showed up and we talked about raves. Made no sense. God damn.
So what up?
Back. Let's do it. And then fucking leaving today. See y'all motherfuckers up in that dry heat.
Yeah, so what, you're leaving Thursday or you're leaving tomorrow and going up
Thursday
to Boston?
morning.
Nice.
Yeah. We're heading up
Nice.
Thursday. So I was booking the ladies' tickets to come in on the 18th. And then, I start working Tuesday, so she leaves that Monday, whatever that date is. We'll call it 23rd. That's what we'll call it. So I go to book her out of the flight. Book it. I'm like, cool. Send her the information. She texts me early in the morning the next day. Hey, I want to go to Vegas, but I don't know if I want to stay there a month. I get the calendar shifted or whatever. I thought I was still in July, but I was in the next month. Clicked for a return flight a month later.
Oh my God! Were you?
I was
able
like,
to get them
hey,
changed?
so I got drunk. I lost you in poker. You're gonna have to live in Vegas for a month.
Oh no!
But $4, switch the flight. All good.
Oh my God! I don't want to stay in Vegas for a month. Can you imagine?
It's like, have fun. Vegas, baby.
Here's a roll of quarters.
Go make your
Make
fortune.
it last.
Fucking funny. Oh man! All right. So fucking what we got next? The Nyes put together a top 6 for us, since y'all motherfuckers won't do it.
Yep. We'll rank anything. I ranked
Anything.
I ranked nuts in the chat. I ranked them a top 6 nuts. Number 6, almond. Number 5, pecan. Number 4, macadamia. Number 3, pistachio. Number 2, cashew. Number 1, peanut.
I put almond higher.
Is
Almond
it
gotta go higher.
the versatility of the peanut?
Yes, it is. It is the fact that peanut butter is one of my
Exactly.
favorite flavors.
Yeah, because peanut butter is my favorite nut.
Yes,
That's
So-
fair. I see that logic.
but I also
whatever peanut butter, whatever
nut,
peanut butter.
yeah, whatever
I'm
nut
down.
is in peanut butter. I don't know. I haven't looked in the ingredients.
But that's the nut. That's the jam.
Exactly. Without peanut, you wouldn't have peanut butter. And I also like peanuts. Like, I love going to Five Guys and getting the little tray of peanuts. And
Where was cashews?
cashew is my number 2 nut. Cashew is a solid fucking nut.
solid number 2.
Yeah.
Which if you made peanut butter on the if Reese's peanut butter was made out of cashews, top nut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Cashew.
shit, guys! Macadamia nuts is what they make Nutella out of.
No, that's hazelnut.
Ah, fuck. That's right.
Hazelnut's pretty good. I mean, as a creamer.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest hazelnut fan.
I think almond is number 2. I think pistachio is too much goddamn work.
Almond are too dry for me.
But you can
Yeah,
make.
that's my main complaint about almond.
But like,
Following the peanut butter logic, with no almonds, you get no almond milk, and I fucking love some almond milk.
yeah, but
Almond
that's
milk's
different.
good, but what would you rather have, peanut butter or almond milk?
That's why almonds number 2.
I don't give a fuck about almond milk, but I do like some roasted almonds with some cinnamon and sugar on them.
Yeah.
And pecan's just on my list because of pecan pie. Macadamia is at number 4 because they're usually too expensive. And pistachio is just one of those nuts that we used to have around the house. It's just one of those, like, it's a game, you know? It's a good nut.
Pistachio is one of them, like fucking pumpkin. White people love it on everything.
I don't think pistachio is as bad as pumpkin is as far as white
Yeah.
people goes.
Pistachio ice cream. There's pistachio
Yes,
fucking.
there are
Yes,
pistachio.
there's ice cream. I think that's it.
There are pistachio flavored things, but it's not
There's
as nut.
pistachio fucking Oreos.
So
That's
there's
why
fucking
people are their greatest.
there's cherry Coke Oreos.
Fuck out of here.
Literally anything can be Oreos
Yeah.
now.
Pistachio, I think, only now is getting more rub in the mainstream as a flavor.
All thanks to John Cena as that elephant.
That's right. That's a good point.
That fucking
they start-
nut kingmaker. That John Cena.
All right, so our real top 6, though, is because Lee saw Incredibles 2 last week. I saw it this week. This is an easy one, simple one. You know, we'll rank anything. I just ranked nuts. So yeah, top 6 Pixar movies, because there are 20 of them.
That's fucking crazy. I would have never guessed.
Well, to be fair, 3 of those are Cars movies. So
Yeah. I noticed when putting my list together that having the 2 kids, especially Jax, has ruined some of these for me.
because you've seen them a million times.
Oh my god! Like we watched a fuckload of Nemo.
I've still not seen that movie.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear Jose's list.
Like Nemo with Zoe, Dory with Jax. Those goddamn fish got a lot of play in my house.
Going to see the Pixar movies used to be me and Destiny's thing. Jose's niece. I used to take her to see the Pixar movies. And recently, one time when we were up in New York for one of these shows, we're sitting around the hotel room, Destiny's hanging out, and The Incredibles is on. And I go to Destiny, I was like, Destiny, you remember when we used to go to Pixar movies all the time? She was like, nah.
Don't remember that, Silent K.
So
I popped so huge when she called you Silent K.
I had it on the back window of my Escape. So, like, it was my thing. Like, it was Silent K Productions, Silent K Enterprises. It wasn't just a catchy forum handle.
But just the fact that I hadn't heard anyone call you that in years.
Well, had you ever heard anyone call me Silent K?
On here, maybe.
I don't know.
At some point.
So I'll lead off with my list of top 6 Pixar movies. Coming in hot at number 6 is Coco. I really love Coco, and music's good in it, and it's beautiful, and it's touching. One of their best movies in recent years, I would say. Especially when you put that up against fucking Cars 3 and The Good Dinosaur. Oh my god. We watched The Good Dinosaur on Freeform recently, and it was joyless.
Not bumping?
It was not bumping. I do not agree. Number 5, Up, if only for the first 10 minutes, which are heart-wrenching. 4, Finding Nemo, because it's a solid movie. It's beautiful to look at. I would even, like, give Finding Dory a pass as, like, putting those both at number 4, because it's essentially one movie. It all looks the same. It's the same shit going on. Number 3, Monsters, Inc. was, like, the concept of it, the character designs, the voice actors, Steve Buscemi as a Pixar character, as a villain. Come on. And then this might be a controversial one, but of the Toy Story movies, my favorite is Toy Story 2.
And that's, no shit.
And that's my number 2. Introduces Jesse and Bullseye and Stinky Pete. There's the whole Wayne Knight character, who's the crazy collector
of Al's Toy Barn.
Al's Toy Barn. He's a toy flipper. A lot of cool stuff in there in regards to like collecting toys, and you get
motherfucker straight up just steals from a child's yard.
Yeah,
like, what a scumbag.
And then number 1, The Incredibles, like bar none, probably top 5 superhero movies, let alone Pixar movies.
Solid.
And the one thing that Incredibles 1 has over Incredibles 2 is the villain. Like, you can't beat Syndrome. Jason Lee as Syndrome in Incredibles 1 is amazing.
Yeah, he's great. He's fantastic in that movie.
Fantastic.
See, but you got your Bob Odenkirk in Incredibles 2, though.
It's true, but it's Syndrome's so good.
Yeah, no, he's great. You're right. All right, I'll go. Fuck it. Okay, I got number 6. I'm gonna go Monsters Inc.
Solid.
Just because, the ending of Monsters Inc. is one of the things that gets me every time. Every single time it gets me. It's fantastic. Fun characters, great design, great look. I've seen a lot of Monsters Inc. because both my kids fucking loved it.
And Monsters University is good too.
I think I may have seen part of that once. Somehow it just never quite made the rotation like the other one did. But, you know, they can't all be Monsters, Inc.
It's Revenge of the Nerds, but with monsters.
You may have just sold me on that better than anything else ever has. Might be worth a watch, is all I'm saying. What else we got? See, and then the next we got, I actually agree. My number 5 is Toy Story 2 as well. My favorite of the Toy Stories. For much of the same reasons.
And again, you could lump all those 3 together. The first one, you know, kicked off Pixar, but it's not as fluid as Toy Story 2. In just those, what was it, 4 years between Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 2, the computer animation just jumped leaps and bounds.
Yeah, and they keep doing it. they keep doing it. They in the next Kingdom Hearts they're coming out with in January, they do a full Toy Story world. So you got Sora, Doll, and Goofy running around as toys, but just all the trailers and stuff, it looks like the movies come to life. It's fucking crazy.
Toy Story Land at Hollywood Studios opens at the end of this month.
That's cool. Fucking dope too. So I'm gonna go 4. Inside Out. Fucking love Inside Out. The whole how that world works and all the emotional stuff, and just I think it's a really kind of, I like the message of it. Just fucking the moral of Inside Out is shit's not always good.
It's true. It's true, but it's also dark in that sense where it's like, oh, your good memories are just fucking dissolving. Sorry.
And you're like, and fucking, you have to just owning your sadness, I think, is important. And I like just the whole thing about that movie. I really like it. It's great. I'm gonna go Up, number 3.
Good soundtrack on Up too.
It's a good soundtrack. Those first few minutes they're just a fucking short film, and it's a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
But I like the old man. I like the kid, fucking Russell.
Little fat Asian kid.
I like Doug the dog. Like just it's a lot of really great stuff to like in that movie. All the other crazy dogs and voice changer thing, and just the climax is 2 old dudes fighting shittily because they're just old. It's really good. It's really good. It's fun. Number 2, I got to put them side by side. Incredibles and Incredibles 2.
Yeah, I need to see the second one again.
I probably enjoyed it just as much. Like, no, it doesn't have syndrome. It's definitely more predictable, and as much as, like, you know, if you don't know the bad guy, you're kind of a fucking mook. Like, of course, that's to play out. Of course. But it's also a fucking dumb kids movie, so it should be fairly predictable. I like them both. And then number one, for me, by a fucking mile, is Wall-E. Fucking love Wall-E.
Wall-E was one of those that I didn't see until later, probably 3-4 years later. And it's good, but it doesn't have that spot for me because I didn't see it like when it first came out and all that.
They had to they crafted two whole worlds in that movie. You know, the shitty kind of broken down Earth, and then all the stuff on the Axiom too. Like that, they had to build two whole worlds, and they're both just full of fucking life and personality, and all those robot designs are cute as hell. And it too's got a kind of, you know, pretty positive message and shit like that. Like, I like it. It's a good movie, solid movie, front to back, and just, you know, to have a big mainstream, you know, kind of kid movie and have the first fucking third of it be mostly silent, I thought was a pretty ballsy move.
Yeah, like a silent movie.
So yeah, what you got, Kelly?
All right, I haven't seen many Pixar movies, so this is my list. Number 6 went with Up. I haven't seen it all the way through, but the first couple minutes are really good.
That's enough. That's enough to make it to the list.
I think that's all I've seen. Number 5, The Incredibles. I know I've seen it, but I don't remember anything about it. Well, I do remember some things about it, but not a whole lot. I remember thinking it was all right. I know I've seen it all the way through, so it gets to number 5. Number 4, that YouTube video where Lightning McQueen says, "I fucked your mom," shit with. Because that video is just a treasure. Number 3, Toy Story. That's a good time. I like Buzz. He's cool.
I like what's the kid's name? The weirdo kid with all the mutant toys. Sid, yes.
Yeah. The mutant toys.
The Toy Story movies, that it didn't hit me until I watched Toy Story 3 with Jax for about the 700th time, is that at no point during the fucking 15 plus years that these toys all know each other does Woody like incur any sort of good faith. Like, no, everyone in the movies is like something like Woody being in some way, form, or fashion like the voice of like, you know, they don't believe him when he says he didn't try to murder Buzz. They don't believe him when he says he wants to go to the fucking place. They don't believe him when he wants to go to daycare. They don't believe he wants to leave daycare. Like, they shit on Woody constantly in the fucking movie. So no wonder you want to go to fucking Japan.
You're sweating really bad.
I fucked your mom, shit lips.
Oh, there it is. God, that should have been my number 1.
Yeah, it should have been.
Number 2 is Finding Nemo. I like that fun fish movie.
Yeah.
I like the scene where they're in the dentist office.
Yeah. Good stuff.
And number 1, Monsters, Inc.
Solid.
That far and away is my favorite. I've seen it far more than I've ever seen any other Pixar movie.
That's kind of wild. Okay.
When I was a kid, I loved the DVD. Like, there was so much cool shit just to find in the DVD menus and stuff.
Yeah, because didn't they use like the doors as Easter eggs?
Yes.
In the menus? Yeah.
That probably adds a bit to how much I enjoyed it as a kid. Was just like, that was the first DVD that I ever had that kind of did stuff like that and was like interactive.
I missed that stuff, man. Yeah.
I know. DVD and Blu-ray menus are just fucking boring now. I love Monsters, Inc. That's out of, like, that and Finding Nemo are the two ones I really found myself attached to as a kid. Like, I enjoyed Toy Story, but I don't know, it never was the be-all end-all for me like it is for a lot of other people. And
what year were you born, Kelly?
92.
92. Well, the first Toy Story came out in 1995.
Yeah.
Monsters, Inc. came out in 2001, so you were 9, and then...
Yeah, that was perfect.
Finding Nemo was 2 years later, so yeah.
Yeah, those are like prime age for that. I think I've seen Toy Story 2, but I don't remember anything about it besides I know I've seen characters, And that might just be from the Toy Story Christmas special.
Oh, those
Which is
specials
also
are good.
pretty great.
Yeah,
Because I know I've seen that.
and the Toy Story After Dark too. There was a
Yeah,
Halloween.
that's right. I forgot about that one.
That guy's
Yeah,
a
so that's my
kid,
6.
too. Fucking A. Solid list, Kelly. Solid list.
Well, thank you.
Especially Lightning McQueen. That's the best thing about Cars.
Man, Cars is fucked up. Like, it bothers me that their pets are just tiny cars, and that pretty much means that they're just keeping little people as pets.
Who built all the shit in that world?
Yeah, everything about that world is just a nightmare.
No one's got goddamn thumbs. Who's putting together the microphones and shit?
To me, it implies that there was someone there, and they came in and eradicated them all.
Yeah, but aren't they able to build or like fix each other, like a pit crew type deal? So they're able to fix things or build things. I feel.
I think they killed everyone.
Don't some of them cook food? Isn't there food?
They don't need to eat their cars.
Yeah, but don't they?
They just need to vape.
Isn't there a fucking pizzeria?
No, they have gas.
That they vape.
Yeah.
We get it. You vape.
All cars vape.
I don't like the Cars movies. They're not good.
If you look where I guess it was not here it is. Critical and public reception, Rotten Tomatoes scores for Pixar movies. Almost all of them, a good majority, are in the 90s. You got a few hundreds. Toy Story 2, Coco was 97. Then you've got Brave.
Who the fuck didn't like Coco?
Well, I mean 97%.
Still, I mean somebody fucked up.
But then you've got like Brave at 78%, which I like Brave.
Fuck Brave.
And then
I hate Brave so much.
Besides the Cars, Monsters University is 79%. But besides the Cars movies, Brave and Monsters University, almost all of them are over 90%. And then Cars 2 is 39%. It is the lowest
God.
of all the Cars movies. And that is Mahoney's favorite Cars movie. Because he says it's basically a James Bond movie with Mater as James Bond.
I mean, he may be right, but like, I mean, if you have 3 of anything, one of them must be your favorite. That doesn't mean it's a good movie.
But almost all of them have A+ cinema scores. Or A cinema scores. So what do you say, Jose? What you got?
I'm kind of in the same boat as Kelly. I have not seen a lot of these movies, but I got Monsters Inc. at 6.
Okay.
I dug that one. And then I got Up. Have not seen Incredibles 2, but Incredibles 1 is on that. And then the 3 I've been most invested in of all. Like, I haven't seen Nemo, any of that other shit. But Toy Stories, I've watched all of those. So I'm going to have to go 1, 3, and then drop it off with 2.
Nice. Yeah, we all saw Toy Story 3, well, except for Kelly, in Indiana together. Remember that?
Bro,
Oh shit, that's right.
fuck yeah.
Pop Goes the Fourth.
That's right.
Kelly was just 8 years old at that point.
Oh my
I've still
God.
never seen that movie.
Jesus.
It's pretty good.
What, Toy Story 3?
Yeah.
It's good. It's really good.
Well, you better, because Toy Story 4 is coming.
That's the one when I saw it in the theater with the kids. You know what? I didn't see it with you guys. I had to leave that day. So I saw it with a kid. And so Zoe was maybe 4 at the time, I guess. And so went to see it in the theater and doing great. And then we get to the end, and like between like the incinerator scene when like, you know, they're all about to fucking die. I'm like, oh my God. And then the end when, you know, sorry, Kelly, spoilers.
That's fine.
He's giving the spoilers away, and I'm just
They all get loads blown on them like amiibos.
and I'm just like blubbering like a fucking idiot. And Zoe looks at me and she says, "Dad, are you okay?" And I'm like, "This is so beautiful."
Busted.
Get your fucking shit together. Like, okay, honey.
Yeah, you left Pop Goes the Fourth before it got real dirty.
So I hear.
Toy Story 3 just got everybody's dander up.
Oh, fucking Attitude Era, son.
Juggalo John in the chat says Schindler's Toy Box.
Yeah, fucking straight up. Shit got super dark. Fucking, that was fun.
Yeah.
Solid.
You want to talk about comic books?
Yeah, fucking real quick though, man. Kind of news item. How about this shit? Do you see the stuff where they're gonna put big ass supersized DC comics in Walmarts?
I saw people talking about it. I didn't see the stories. So yeah.
So they're doing these supersized giant things at Walmarts. $4.99, 100 pages. Lots of reprint material. Just kind of greatest hits type shit. Like your New 52 Justice League. It said Batman 608, which I think that's the beginning of Hush, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of kind of big stuff like that. But then also, original stuff. So like fucking Bendis' first Batman story is going to be in these Walmart comics.
Exclusive?
Well, there's no way they won't put a fucking trade out.
Well, yeah,
of them. But yeah, that's where they're going to be.
That's pretty cool. I wonder if that was part of his deal. Like, let's get comics into Walmarts, you guys.
I think it's a genius idea.
Sure.
Yeah, no, it's a smart idea.
Like, why shouldn't there... I remember back in the day when next to the Marvel Legends in Toys R Us, there were like 3 packs of comics in little Mylar bags hanging on the shelves.
Yeah, like all the comics I used to buy like were from grocery stores and shit. Like, I didn't go to comic shops as a kid. There weren't any.
They could have been selling these giant-sized DC books 10 years ago, but didn't.
Yeah, and then I remember I saw like Marvel and Archie have partnered for like some like digest things.
Yeah.
Because Archie's good at the digest. That's kind of their fucking bread and butters at the stores. But
why do they call them digest? Because you read them while you're on the toilet?
I don't know, maybe.
I think it's more the size of the books.
Because my dad always used to get Reader's Digest, and he always read it on the toilet. I just assumed.
It sounds like a poop disorder.
Right? For real.
Oh, man, you hear about my dad? What's wrong? He got that Reader's Digest.
Oh, man.
Sounds like that shit Shane had that he miraculously overcame to lead himself to a victory.
So, yeah. But they're like, it's all... like I picked up the Thor one, and it's got the Oliver Coipel Thor cover on there. Okay, cool. But it's all like old, like, 60s and 70s Thor comics. I'm like, nobody wants that. Like, nobody who goes to see the Thor movie is like, oh, great. Oh, wait, no, this, comparative. Like, I don't know. No one wants that. That's a bad idea. It's a bad take, Marvel. But that's pretty great. This is a good idea. I'll read Bendis' Batman from Walmart.
Did you hear that Shinsuke Nakamura got bit by a police dog?
Yes.
Wait, like for real?
Yes.
That's fucked up.
Leave. Just go back home.
That's fucking terrible.
The dogs are racist and they want to bite you. Go back home.
Jesus Christ.
So, comics?
Comics.
The problem with comic books is the ink comes off on your hands. Every time you turn the page, you have to wash your hands.
Every fucking time you gotta wash your hands. Like, without fail, unless you're some kind of a goddamn savage. Just gotta do it.
Watch out, get bit by a police dog.
You just might. This is real. So, fucking... What is it? Trying to find the number. What was it? It was number 35. Deadly Class was just awful. Like, just fucking awful. Like, not that it was a bad comic. It was a great comic, but just it is wall to wall, just nightmare shit happening to these characters. It's fucking terrible. Like, my God, I need one of these motherfuckers to get a win. Like, and it just lots and lots of black and just negative space, and the artwork is just violent and just awful. Like I don't know the last time I felt so bad for a comic book character as I did watching just literally everyone who survived this issue just went through the shit in the worst way. It was terrible. Just fucking awful. So yeah, Daily Class coming to Sci-Fi next year. I'm sure it's going to be fun for the whole family. Just goddamn terrible. Not good. Feel bad for him. Spider-Man 801 is perfect.
It was awesome.
It was just perfect. It's the Dan Slott farewell issue. Got Marcos Martin in to draw it, and it's just this one and done, self-contained story about the day Spider-Man saved this dude, and you kind of just watch kind of this dude's life. He grows up and runs into Spider-Man many years later, and just has this moment. Just like motherfuckers out there saving uncles. It's really, really good. So like the little girl's like, yeah, but real superheroes save the world, and this guy's like, no, Spider-Man saves someone's world every single day, and I'm like, that's fucking beautiful. Like, really, really, really great.
Whoops.
Okay.
I thought it was muted.
I thought it was a nice story, Nice.
No, that wasn't. It wasn't in reference to your story, Lee.
It was a lovely comic book. Heartless fuck. Kid called me heartless today. My fucking 10-year-old daughter called me heartless to my face.
Yeah, but did she mean it, or was she being sarcastic?
Well, she just found out I didn't cry when my grandma died.
Well,
yeah.
Did you tell her about the mannequin?
No, a different grandma.
Oh.
I haven't shed a tear for a dead family member in a very long time. Oh, god damn it. What else we got? So not last week, but the week before, I caught up and read the Magic Order #1. Mark Miller and Oliver Coipel. I like it. It's pretty cool. It's like fucked up Harry Potter.
Sounds like an interesting combination of a creative team.
Oh, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a really nice looking book.
Really gorgeous. And,
I notice you guys keep mentioning how good looking it is. Not necessarily how goodly written it is.
It is though. Like I would be the first to admit there was a Mark Miller period where shit was not good, but he found his groove a few years back, and it's been pretty solid since then.
He had a magazine. He had a magazine called The C Word. Remember that?
Yeah.
I think you mean Clint magazine.
Yeah.
Clint
The C Word.
magazine.
Yeah, I had to hold it up and walk away from it, and then you see, oh yeah.
Fucking dumb. But yeah, I like it quite a lot. I'm on board for what happens there. Fucking Daredevil is still pretty cool, although some crazy shit in Daredevil this week. So the Hand has laid siege to New York. Mayor Wilson Fisk is fucking shot up and left for dead. He's in the hospital. So Matt Murdock is the mayor of New York City, acting during this occupation of the Hand. And so at the end of last issue, Matt Murdock's priest shows up, guy we met sometime last year near the kind of beginning of Charles Soule's run. And he shows up like in this crazy ass armor, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm like fucking the parish priest of this church you kind of happen to walk into, but Lord worked in mysterious ways and all that. So I'm also like part of a badass clan of warrior priests. So let's go fight some fucking demon ninjas. And it's so dumb and out of left field, but Daredevil's like, this is dumb and out of left field, doesn't make any fucking sense. But hey, I got a bunch of demon ninjas to kill, so fuck it, homie, let's roll. And it's kind of amazing. It's kind of awesome. So you see Daredevil with a giant sword trying to fight the Beast, which is a giant fat monster with giant titties, which is kind of crazy. It's bizarre, fucking bizarre, but like in a pretty good way. And then last thing, Batman 49, kind of culmination of the Best Man Joker story, which I didn't like the last issue very much, but this one I kind of dug. Another one of those.
It was weird. Like I think I liked it.
yeah, gorgeous artwork, very cool. But like, did they just kill the Joker or like one of the Jokers? Because there's like 3 Jokers. Oh no,
That's the thing. Yeah, I wasn't clear on that.
yeah, but like the back and forth between Joker and Catwoman, I really liked. I liked that a lot. Like, and it's kind of a petty thing, but it did annoy the fuck out of me that while Catwoman and Joker are fighting, like Joker shoots her with a revolver, like shoots at her with a revolver like 19 times, and then makes it a point to show him trying to reload one of those like quick load magazine things that has 6 bullets in it. So it's like,
Yeah.
that's kind of distracting. But maybe that's just me. Nobody gives a fuck about that but me. But it bugged me. But they've also done this thing over and over again where they've made mention of the fact that Batman and Catwoman are getting married. Not Bruce Wayne and Selena Kyle.
Huh.
Because, like, you know, Bruce Wayne, like, it would raise too many questions if Bruce Wayne was married to Selena Kyle.
Yeah.
Because, like, who the fuck is she? She's just some...
Well, I mean, she's known to be
criminal.
Catwoman.
Yeah.
You know, which, okay, I kind of get that. That actually kind of makes sense. But then it's like, Batman and Catwoman can't get married. They're not real people. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, that's kind of dumb.
Yeah, so, like, who's that wedding for?
Right. Like, all their superhero buddies, I guess.
Nah, get the fuck out of here. He was wearing a suit. She was wearing a dress. What are they? Are they going to get wed in their Batman and Catwoman costumes?
Or, like...
yeah.
Or this might just be a big elaborate way for Bruce not to have to make a prenup. That might be what it is.
Man,
there you go.
I hope the Joker burns that motherfucker down.
He's like, no. See, you married Batman, wink, wink. I'm Bruce Wayne, and I'm a billionaire. Batman is broke.
Why not just get married in secret?
Yeah, like it's weird. Like the fucking
Lois Lane wants a bachelorette party.
Oh, god damn it, Lois Lane. Get back to draining threes and get out of people's lives.
They did do the bachelor and bachelorette parties in these little prelude to the wedding one shots, which were kind of fun. They're not required reading by such imagination, but they're okay. But yeah, that's what I got for this week. Well, lots of good stuff. I'm not quite caught up yet, but solid. Didn't read a fucking bad book. It was a good week. What you got, Kelly?
I read a bunch of Rob Liefeld X-Force comics.
What the fuck? Why?
Because I wanted to.
At
And
one
let me tell
point-
you something. They're great.
At one point, Kelly posted a picture of the book that he was reading, and it was one of those Rob Liefeld drawings from that blog that tore him a new one. It's the picture of Shatterstar, and his swords are just going the wrong direction, and he's just fucking
he's
huge.
so thick.
He's so thick.
And is it just tiny little fists?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's weird.
I love Rob Liefeld, you guys.
Straight up have I have a Team Youngblood #2, the classic Shaft cover on my wall, meaning I have it on the wall with a push pin through the whole comic book.
Nice.
Like that's how you display that fucking comic.
The older I get, the greater appreciation I have for the Rob. And like it's genuine enjoyment. I really enjoyed those because I got the first X-Force Epic collection, which has the first 15 issues, the annual #1, an issue of Spider-Man, and an issue of Wolverine. And that shit was great. It's just dumb fun. And the pacing is really nice. It feels like shit actually happens. And a whole lot of action, a whole lot of cool shit getting blown up and slashed at, and Cable's doing cool shit, and Deadpool's there.
I mean, you're not selling me on it.
Man, you guys, X-Force is great.
And was Liefeld writing that at the time, too?
He was plotting it.
He was plotting.
Fabian Nicieza was handling scripting. I do like that just kind of in the middle of the Liefeld run, there's just an issue randomly drawn by Mike Mignola. Like, that's kind of just out of left field and pretty rad.
All right.
Yeah, issue 8. There's a page, like the first page and the last page are by Liefeld for a framing sequence, and then the whole middle part is all by Mike Mignola.
I had no idea.
I didn't either.
Huh. All right.
And then Greg Capullo does a bunch of the annual and issue 15. So that looks great. But yeah, I love the Rob.
You guys, have you seen recently one of the old pictures of Greg Capullo that you would find in Wizard back when he had hair?
No, I
he looks like Gene Simmons.
Oh, he looks like a real dirtbag.
It'll fuck you up with the giant arms.
But yeah, and so I was also getting excited because tomorrow is the release of the second of Michel Fife's Bloodstrike book, and it features a variant cover by Liefeld debuting his brand new character, the Pouch.
I did see that, and that's kind of hilarious.
And that
my
shit's
God.
amazing.
It's eating its own tail.
I love that Rob is like just self-aware of what he is.
I think at some point he wasn't always. I don't think. Yeah, he wasn't super into it before, but
he's well with age.
But he's got
more money.
Yeah, he's got Deadpool movie money now.
Yeah.
Does he though?
I feel like he's got some money.
He's getting something.
Yeah.
I mean, he has no ownership over that character whatsoever.
Yeah, but I feel like he's
like. I mean, his name might have some cachet if people like. Oh, he's the guy that did Deadpool.
Well, I mean, sure, he's making more money and upping his prices because of the movies, but I feel like he's making some money off these movies too.
And he sold off all the rights to
his name's in the credits. Everyone in the credits got paid something.
Yeah,
yeah,
he sold off all the rights to his Extreme Studios shit. So
and he's at least a producer on Deadpool. I feel.
Oh, is he? Okay, I didn't realize that.
I think he is. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe you're right. Yeah. I mean, I'm not suggesting that he shouldn't. It's just I know that
he's trying to take money out of the Rob's pocket.
The Rob.
Bill Mantlo, the guy that created Rocket Raccoon, is going to die penniless. And
yeah, well, Bill Mantlo didn't do Gene commercials.
Yeah, maybe he should try drawing some fucking sweet rectangle guns.
And fucking what? Jim Starlin, the guy, the fucking guy who did Infinity War, was like, yeah, no, didn't get a dime from these movies.
Yeah, his boys aren't thick enough.
Yeah, so so I'm just saying it would not be out of left field if he were not making money off the Deadpool movie. That's all I'm saying.
The Rob knows better.
If he's not making money directly from the movie production, he has definitely capitalized on it.
Remember when fucking Marvel told the guy who created Ghost Rider to be like, quit selling Ghost Rider shit at your booth at cons? He was like, I'm 1,000,000 years old. Why? And like, fuck you, old man. Oh, ridiculous.
You guys, Rob Liefeld used to buy people that he worked for him cars because he had all that fuck money.
That's so fucking nuts to think that they had that kind of money back then. That's so crazy.
I'm not seeing Liefeld as a producer on Deadpool 1, so Lee, you might be right.
Usually am.
He's still got all that Youngblood money. It's fine.
Hey, Youngblood.
You know what? He might still have some Youngblood money if he played his cards right.
I mean, it sold fucking insane amounts, like 2 million copies or something.
Yeah, that was back in the day. Like, if he played his investments right, he might still have some Youngblood money. You might be right about that.
Let me tell you something. I haven't read much of Youngblood. Youngblood issue 2. It's a solid-ass comic. You got the debut of Prophet in there. Prophet, that's just fucking Captain America, but plus the Winter Soldier.
And plus
Captain
Dokken.
America gets thawed out every now and then to go do covert ops shit. Yeah, that's just Winter Soldier. They copied Rob Liefeld.
Fucking fighting words, Kelly.
I'll also tell you, I was thinking about this. The Rob was progressive. You know who was switching genders before anyone else? The Rob. You know who made Bucky a girl? The Rob did.
Oh, God. From Heroes Reborn?
Fuck yeah, he did. You know who put women in prominent roles in his comics? The Rob.
Yeah. Prominent titties. Man.
Right after he took away their feet.
The 90s, man.
You know who put people of color in prominent roles in his comics?
True.
The Rob.
True.
Got that Chapel.
You're not saying a single wrong thing, really. Man speaks truth.
Get him.
The Rob was woke before it was cool.
Telling you.
You're not wrong about that. So what you got going on, Nice? That we're talking about?
Only thing I wanted to bring up was, have you guys seen the trailer for Welcome to Marwen?
Yes.
No.
That looks fucking badass.
Okay, cool. So let me explain it to you guys. It's Steve Carell, and he's some sort of artist, and he gets beat to fuck by a bunch of...
Based on a true story.
Based on a true story, too, yeah. He gets beat to fuck by a bunch of Nazis. So then he can't, because of his injuries, he can't do the art like he used to. I think he's a painter or an artist or whatever. So he switches his creative energy to toys, like G.I. Joe sized, Mego, Barbie sized toys, and basically doing custom toys and then making scenes, and those are the stories that he tells now. And all of the people that he meets in his life, like his support system, are characters, and it cuts between real life where, you know, he's the Nazis are going on trial, and he's also rehabbing. His physical therapist is Janelle Monáe, and it cuts between that and these scenes that he's imagined with these toys, but it's like live action. It looks kind of like fucking Polar Express meets Sucker Punch, and it's Steve Carell as this like general, like a Hogan's Heroes type, but he looks like a fucking toy.
Huh.
And he's got this whole crew with Janelle Monáe and a bunch of chicks, and they just machine gun the shit out of a bunch of Nazis.
Nice.
I'm into that.
Looks insane.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Cool.
Welcome to Marwen. I will drop it in the chat right now.
Tomorrow. I will watch that as soon as we're done here.
It straight up looks like a Cameron Crowe movie meets Sucker Punch.
All right. Fucking selling me on it.
Yeah.
I like it. Fuck yeah.
Oh, and also, there's this.
I fucked your mom, shit lips.
Oh, fuck yeah, you did.
Oh, God. What you got, Jose?
What could possibly be very sad news, I haven't looked into it, but the fact that I saw it broke my heart, that Momoa might be out as the Crow.
Yeah, I didn't...
Yeah.
I didn't feel the need to let you know about that when it happened. I felt that... I hoped that it would either pass you by or what, but yeah.
I feel like... When did that happen? I feel like I just saw that he was like, yay, Crow.
This was like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
He said
Yeah,
that
I think like everyone exited.
it all fell apart. Yeah, it completely fell apart.
Huh.
And I had just been talking to Jose a month or two before that, like Crow, and he's like, "Crow's going." I'm like, we'll see."
Yeah, but I said as long as Momoa is attached to it,
Sure.
it's happening.
Sure.
And once you hear Momoa's not attached, all right, it's not happening. My faith was as long as Momoa was attached.
Right. So, like, find someone a caliber of a Momoa and then try again.
Yeah, but like celebrity level wise?
And actor wise, you know, that would fit the role well.
Because I don't even know if Momoa fit the role well.
I don't think so
the
either.
Crow wasn't this big, huge buff.
He wasn't. But you were kind of into it, weren't you?
Well, no, I was into it because it was going to be written by Nick Cave, starring Momoa, and
Sure.
at least with starring Momoa, it would happen.
Right.
So I was down for it. And he's got long hair. Fuck it.
He's kind of a rocker.
I mean, he just a little too big. Because here's the thing. He's a guy like Momoa, you don't really sell the idea that they're going to take his woman.
Well, you either do it with wardrobe or you do it like Captain America the First Avenger and you just shrink him.
Because you can't tell me that somebody's going to take, no one's going to go fuck with Aquaman. To try to take his girl?
You have him stand in a hole like the hobbits in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
and then
all
you
this forced perspective.
Yes,
in the
you
first
use
act.
forced perspective. You make him wear like baggy clothes, and then when he becomes the crow, you let him fucking just ripped abs the whole way.
Yeah, but see, but then you're still not the crow anymore because that's not.
The crow was fucking ripped abs when he was the crow in the book.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
He's
But it was
not.
like he had
he's
that,
still
he had
not
hair
the.
on cheek going.
He's still not the size of a Momoa, but
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like, don't make him like fucking all of a sudden he's hulked out.
hey,
Watch that
hey,
movie
you know what?
a long time.
You know what, Jose? Make a fucking crow movie.
Well, hopefully
Let's go.
it's dead long
Let's
enough.
go. I sat on my hands too long. I had an idea for a Ninja Turtles reboot, and apparently they're doing another one already.
I haven't seen that Crow movie in a hot minute. Might be worth a watch.
You know, the one that is surprisingly wasn't a piece of shit was fucking, I believe, 3. The one with Kristen Dunst in it.
Yeah, I kind of like that one. It's all right.
It wasn't a piece of shit. And I still like 2 here and there.
2's unwatchable in parts, though.
Yeah, some parts are garbage, but there's some cool stuff, but it's not like a fucking... It's not a good movie. There's a couple cool scenes. There's some cool images, some cool moments, but 3 isn't a piece of shit.
And I do like Iggy Pop in 2.
Yeah, even though they play his song in it. Fuck it, right?
Yeah.
Do it, Will Smith.
Do it, Will Smith.
Wiki wiki wow.
Yeah, so that's sad.
What about like an Oscar Isaac?
He can't be in everything.
The only actors I know are in fucking Star Wars and Marvel movies. Come on.
We need Oscar Isaac already, man. We get it, everybody. We fucking get it. He's handsome.
And kind of vaguely ethnic, like Brandon Lee.
Yeah, can play anything. Can play anything, yeah. How you want to do it?
What about the fucking dude from that Bruce Lee movie that you reviewed, Jose?
Why are we trying to make him Asian?
I don't know, just for the Brandon Lee connection. We don't have to make him Asian. The Crow transcends race.
Well, unless you're Eric Draven.
Oh, God. All right, let's land this fucking bird.
Got him.
I get it. We were talking about the Crow, and you said let's land this bird.
You like it? You like that? You like that? What's up? All right.
I just remember fucking James O'Barr signed my trade of the Crow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and your statue.
I got so much shit I don't even remember I have. Storage, man.
That
It's a
reaction was great. You're right, I have that thing.
It's too cool.
I like it. All right, so we will not be here next week.
That's right.
With the show. Maybe we should like make a vague plan on air to record an episode and then just not do it. That's what we do every time we have an opportunity to do that. Yeah,
Funny.
We're not gonna do that.
No.
I'm not gonna do that at all. Not gonna
Remember when we were going to record stuff during WrestleMania?
I feel like I remember when we were gonna record stuff during every fucking thing we've done for the past 8 years.
Remember when we were going to record stuff in the hotel room at Toy Fair?
Yeah. And to be fair, we did have a habit of recording live podcasts.
It's true. It's true.
Post C2E2, we would do that.
Yeah, but we just need to put a mic in the middle of the room, put a fucking camera on go, and then that's how we do the fucking.
Yeah, we gotta. We'll just stream the whole week on Twitch. We'll just do that.
Oh, so you're home, right, Jose?
For a day.
You got my message about the drone?
Yes.
Did you think about that?
I thumbs upped it.
Okay. Well. Cool.
So, talking about Twitch, I was I worked a little bit on my Technodrome over the week.
Yeah.
Weekend.
hurry up.
It's it might get fun soon. It's possible. I'm finally done with the fucking base, and the base was such a drag. So I put a couple pictures up just to kind of be like, look how fucking big this thing is, and it's goddamn enormous. And fucking someone commented on my Instagram. They're like, you should stream your Lego builds on Twitch. To which I immediately replied, I can't think of anything more boring. Like, no, I'm not gonna fucking do that. No. Never, not once. Like, no. But thanks. It's gonna be cool, you guys. I'll probably have it done by June of 2020.
Nice.
It's just, it's so big and not. But you know, the farther along you go, the easier it's gonna be. There's less fucking pieces to sort through. But as it stands, I fuck around with it for like an hour, and I maybe put like 15 bricks on it, maybe, because of how fucking many there are and how shitty the instructions are, and no numbered goddamn bags. Step up your game, Mega Blocks. Fuck. So yeah. All that's a way to say we'll be here next week. But we will be back on what would that be? The 3rd? No, not the 3rd, so the 10th. Be the 10th.
Yeah, the 10th of July.
10th of July.
That'll be after Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yeah. Still, it'd be cool if we could make that happen over the weekend. But I don't think the time will work out.
I just don't think that can happen because the earliest we would be able to see it would be Thursday night, I think, and I think we fly out Thursday night.
Yeah, I feel like it's in my mind. I'm like, I feel like sometimes they jump the gun and do like Wednesday shows, but I don't know how frequent that is anymore.
Maybe it's 4th of July. Maybe we should keep an eye out for it.
I don't know. I could be making
That's
that
actually
up.
a good point. They might.
I might be making that up in my head. I just remember.
I remember Independence Day. They jumped the gun by like 3 days. I feel.
Yeah, I remember having some old man moments in recent memory, being like, back in my day, movies came out on fucking Friday and not Wednesday afternoon. Is a thing I feel like I have said. So I mean, so maybe, solid maybe. We'll see what happens. But if not, I'm going goddamn Friday. Gotta see that. Gotta get it in. Looks like fun.
Yeah. I still want to see Jurassic World. I want to see Incredibles again. They've got that Mr. Rogers documentary that's out now.
Look at you going to the theater to see multiple documentaries.
I love documentaries. I used to go to that theater, the Art House Theater, to see documentaries all the time. Like that's one summer it was The Aristocrats, March of the Penguins, Grizzly Man. It was fucking documentary city back then.
Fucking classy son of a bitch.
Documentaries are great, man.
So fucking classy. I like it.
They got one on Netflix right now about Funko Pops. And you couldn't pay me to watch that shit.
I've heard it's just a big ad.
Yeah, it's propaganda.
That sounds terrible.
Look at all of my pops. Look at these pops. They're sitting on my bathroom sink in the box. They're still mint.
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
You remember that? You guys have seen that picture of the couple that are getting a divorce and they're dividing their Beanie Baby collection in half? On the floor of the courtroom. Imagine that, but with Pops, with Funko Pops.
I did see somebody put some shit up that was like this fucking like contractual agreement.
Oh God, did we talk about that on the show or not?
I don't know.
That
but
was
some fucking
I want to
knob
say we did.
Put this thing together, and it was like fucking Jason will be able to get I'm sorry, not Jason.
Who the fuck is Jason?
Who the fuck is Jason? That sounds like let's call him Brendan. That's the fucking Brendan move. If I've ever fucking heard one. Well, Brendan will get to spend X amount of dollars on his Funko Pops, and fucking Linda can't say shit about it. In writing. But also, it doesn't count if it's a fucking con exclusive, or if there's like a really good sale, or this and that, and there's 2 signatures on the bottom of it, and I'm like, that guy. That was that was moments before the last time that guy ever got laid. Because you don't do that and have a woman let you inside of her ever again. Especially not the one you fucking made sign your shit ass pop contract.
I almost feel like she wrote the contract.
Yeah, probably to curb his bullshit, and they'd be like, "Now you never get to fuck me anymore." That was in the fine print, like in the Santa Claus. It's in the border around the outside of the paper. Also, you will never see me naked again, you fucking chode.
$120 a month to spend on Pops.
That is for goddamn ridiculous.
And that limit will not include gifts for others, San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, Boston
because
Comic-Con.
obviously you're forcing these things on people.
Yeah. Star Wars Convention Week, any other special event where exclusive limited Pops are released, including Funko Shop limited numbers, shipping charges for Pops, Chase Pops found at retail price, any and all subscription boxes / specialty boxes related to them, Amanda buying any Pops at all.
What a fucking knob.
Oh my god.
My dearest friend, best friend in the world. He's like, "Hey man, check this out. Look what happened." All right. We can't ever hang out again.
You are a fucking psycho.
Turns out I didn't know it. We don't do a lot. Turns out you're the fucking worst. So have a nice life. Hope you're really happy with your fucking weird ass Pop thing.
120 a month. That's
a lot.
That's 12 Pops. Let's say that's 10 Pops. So you're multiplying by 120 Pops a year.
Fuck off. And that's coming from a guy who's got some shit. Okay?
600 Pops in 5 years. That's not including San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, Boston Comic-Con.
Or Chase Pops at retail price, mind you.
Oh my god.
If your question is, are there that many of them? The answer is yes.
Yes.
At that point, he's getting the blackish Pops.
They don't make those. Funko's racist.
That's true.
It's true.
It's true.
God damn.
What a fucking knob.
Well, on that note, curb theme.
On that note, I bought my 99 Optimus Prime today.
Yeah. My wife yelled at me for buying $250 worth of Ninja Turtles. Whoa, hold on. What?
Oh, God.
Wait a second.
We now return to the race to 100 Optimus Primes.
You just glossed over the fact that you got your what number?
98.
98.
Yeah.
What was it? Was it something cool?
Some bitch at a Dollar General store.
What was it?
It's the new ones that I think they're just selling them at places like Dollar General. They're like $10. They got a few in the line. They suck. They're not good. but
it counts.
They're like for kids and shit. But to transform him, you just like pull the entire cab off and just peg it on the back of the robot. And he has elbows, but they don't work the right way. So they got the fists are facing the front, right? So in order to have the elbow joint work, you have to rotate the forearm so that the fist holes are facing the outside of the figure, and then he has elbows. It's really oddly designed, but it fucking counts.
We talked about this. Quality over quantity. These last 5 primes were supposed to matter, Lee.
But I didn't have that one. And it was only $10. That works. But I do have on the list of potentials. I actually wrote out the word "goddamn Pepsi Prime." So
Fuck yeah, you did.
It's on the list.
Pepsi Twist Prime.
But I'm not buying that fucking Pepsi Prime. It's not gonna happen. Not happening.
I think you should buy it.
I know you do. We've been over this, Kelly. Your opinion on the Pepsi Prime is well documented. Yeah. Fuck, we've been trying to leave for
I
30
love
minutes.
3 things in this life: Yakuza 0, The Rob, and Pepsi Twist Prime.
He's a simple man with simple loves. So yeah, we'll be back in a couple weeks. For Jason Nyes, Jose Guzman, and Kelly Harris, I'm the Lord Reverend Larry Rodriguez, and I'll see most of you fuckers this weekend. But Kelly, you'll be there in spirit. We'll
miss you, Kelly.
We'll Facebook Live the whole thing for you.
Yeah.
Sweet. What time can I expect the hammock sex?
You can't do it.
Hammock sex, in its very nature, cannot be scheduled.
Okay.
Do you know how chill a fucking hammock is? You can't schedule even just sitting in a hammock. It's just got to happen.
Fair point.
It's just got to happen. Same thing with hammock sex. Sex should be off the cuff, loosey-goosey. Hammock sex. Oh, my God.
Spoken like a man with no kids. Yeah, I don't think it can be done.
Well, send me a Facebook message if it does happen.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
And a Twitch link.
All right, hang on. Hang on. I know we're trying to wrap up out here. We'll be done soon. Thanks for bearing with me real quick, everybody. Hang on, let's see here. All right.
Boom, boom, boom.
All right. Oh shit! You know what? I stand corrected. I was looking. Okay, you know what? Okay, I think I stand.
You Google image search
a little bit.
You Google image search hammock sex.
Went to Pornhub and typed in hammock. And to be fair, on Pornhub there's like 3 pages of results, which means it practically never happens.
Yeah, that's not a lot.
I see one, like, the key is, like, sure, you can get a blowjob in a hammock, but can 2 adults get in a hammock and balance?
That's the thing. None of these
I found one
thumbnails have 2 people in the hammock.
I found
but it just happens. It's not the optimal, like, shooting location, so you're not going to shoot.
But I don't think that's the thing. Like, one person is in the hammock in every one of these thumbnails. Yeah, 2 people can't fuck in a hammock. I don't think it happened.
I feel like there's got to be some amateur porn actors that have a Patreon where, like, their top goal is, if we get $2,000 a month, we'll have sex in a hammock.
Oh shit, man!
Oh, there's 2 Indian dudes jerking each other off. Sweet. How did that show up in Indian sex or hammock sex?
Well, that's how that's.
I googled wrong.
Oh shit! Look at those heroes you found, Nice. Look at you go. Hot damn!
Like, they're photos, so
right. Yeah,
they're
carefully
just posing.
staged.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, and that's 2 chicks. That don't count.
There's still 2 people balancing in a hammock, so I give them some credit.
That's true. That's the thing. Having 2 people sitting in a hammock is like work.
Yep. Sweet. Now it's just like that video game that Kelly plays where he watches porn with dudes.
Yep.
We just did that together.
Oh god.
It was an intimate moment.
Worst things have happened. All right, that's it.
Now let's go beat some dudes up.
We'll talk to you guys in a couple weeks. Night. Love you. Bye.
wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good, though.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey, boo!
Boo! Boo!